Guys, it's Whitney, and today we are going to be doing this look right here. Kind of messed up just a little bit because I was playing around with the bottom lash line, but I wanted to do a black, red, and gold fall look, and that's what we got on the upper lid. So if you guys want to see how to get this look right here, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so the color for the red, I took the Morphe 24G Grand Glam palette, this guy right here. And I'm picking up the red shade, which is called Steady. Let me zoom out real quick. Okay, and I picked out the shade Steady. Mine is kind of dirty, and that is this red shade right here. That's the red shade I chose to use. Like I said, now I have 71 palettes, because I got 2 more since last count. But it took me forever. And this is not even really the red shade that I wanted, because it has sparkle in it, and or shimmer. And I really just wanted a matte, but that is it right there. If I can get that guy to focus. Okay. And since I'm going to need a black, I'm just going to take my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette and use the black shade in it. And I have the first batch of them that doesn't have the names at all, period. So just use the black down here, because I wanted to kind of use 2 Morphes. So I already have my MAC soft ochre paint pot. And I want to start out by saying that this eye look is one that you are going to need a lot of time on, because it definitely takes a long time with this guy to get it. It took me, whenever I was practicing this look, it took me an hour and a half. So, but that was also my first time, and I was figuring out what I wanted to do. So what I'm doing is I'm picking up a Morphe 518, just a big fluffy brush, because I don't want to use my huge E27, which is my favorite Morphe blending brush. And then also this Wet n Wild blending brush that came in the first set. I'm also going to do a video on cheap brushes, like from Walmart, TJ Maxx, Wet n Wild, LA Girl, like, because they have some bomb ass brushes, guys. Okay, so let me shut up, quit rambling, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, okay, hold on my screen. So I'm going to go into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to pick up this shade right here. I do not know what shade it is, because like I said, mine does not have names on it. I'm just going to dip my brush in it. It's going to be our first transition shade. And I'm going to get my mirror and start working that directly right here. I just fake tan, so I might be a little bit blotchy. But I'm just going to start running that directly underneath my brow bone. And I'm going to bring this color farther in to the inner corner than I normally would, because this look is going to be a very dramatic fall time look. Which I might even have to change lip colors, I don't know. So I'm picking up next a Morphe M441. I know it looks dirty, but I promise it's not. And I'm going to pick up the shade, if I'm not mistaken, it's like this poop brown from the Jaclyn palette. It's this guy right here. And I'm going to place that directly underneath that brown. And the reason I didn't start out with this super light shadow today, like how you normally would to start out an eyeshadow, is because this looks so dramatic that if I used really light colors, you wouldn't be able to see them, so, or it wouldn't blend very well together, you know. So I'm placing that guy directly underneath like this on each eye. And I don't, whenever I did this look the first time, I used gold in between the red and black, kind of like a halo eye. But I think I want to do silver today. I don't know. Because I don't think pink would look very well. So it's either going to be gold or silver. But I want like a super intense. I want this look to be so intense that people are going to be blinded. I just spit because I'm so excited about the intensity. That people are going to be blinded by the center of our eyelid. Okay, so now we are taking that deep red shimmer from the 24G palette, and it will be going into the crease. And what I'm doing is I'm taking I can't find the brush I use. I probably have it in my dirty brush pile, but This is a BH Cosmetics. Oh, it has stuff on it. My bad. Let me wipe that off. It's just setting powder for my eyes. But what it is it looks like a flat packing brush, but it has, you can blend with it too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip the tip of the brush in there, like such. And I'm going to spray it. And what I did is I took that Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray and put it in my empty MAC Fix Plus bottle. Very happy about that. So I'm going to start blending that directly into the crease, like this. And I'm going to make sure my brush goes straight into the crease, because I do not want it very high up, because this is a shimmer. And all we're going to do right now is keep outlining the eye. This is a very, normally I would, if I had a matte shade that was this exact color, I would not be putting a shimmer in there, but it looked really pretty. All I really have to do is keep putting my brush in and wetting it, put my brush in and wetting it. That's just go back and forth doing that. So what I'll do is we will do this eye together. We'll put the red down, and then I'll go off camera to do the red on the second eye. Then we'll come back on for the black. We'll go back and forth like that, because I have a feeling this is going to be a very long video. Okay, so the reason I even picked a brush like this is so that way I could pack color on the bottom. So like, as you can see, I'm taking my brush like this, and I'm getting the bottom and the blender top just a little bit coated. I'm going to spray it, and I'm going to start packing it on the inside of my eye, the inner inside, so like this. And I'm also working it in the socket like this. The good thing about shimmers is if you bring it too far up, like I am a little bit, you can fix that. So I'm going to add more shimmer right here, because I really need that to stick. And also, we're going to be blending the edges. It's not like a huge deal, because my eye shape, I have to bring this red up a little bit further anyway. So for me, it's not a huge ordeal, you know. But if your eyes aren't shaped like mine, and you don't, your cut creases and all that don't look weird, then don't even worry about doing what I'm doing. Okay, so once we have that down, I'm going to pack more on the bottom of the brush, and I'm going to spray it. And I know it looks crazy right now, but I promise we'll get there. I've always wanted to do an eye look like this. So, and now we're going to pack it on the outside of the lid, like such. We will be, it doesn't matter really. You want to try to keep it even, like an even amount on each side, and leave the exact same amount open. But this look, like I said, this look took me a hot minute to do, because I kept going in and fine-tuning. You don't have to. I just want mine to be super precise and sharp. But it can definitely be a very blended effort. You could make it less time if you want. So I'm gonna go off camera and do the red on my other eye. Okay, so now that I have the red laid down, we're gonna do the black next. And I'm gonna take concealer down the middle when we're done, clean up this red, make it even, all that. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this small little pencil brush. It's a Morphe E36. You can use whatever little small detailing brush you want. This is just the one I'm choosing to use. And we are going to dip into the black in the Jaclyn Hill palette. Okay? I'm going to knock that off. This is probably what took me the longest out of all the is the black. And putting it on, because we are putting it on the inside and the outside. So what we're doing is we're going to place it right here first. And like I said, this probably is what took me the longest. So, then I'm going to, and I'm pushing the corner up in right here into my inner corner on my lid, because the black's not going to be pulled out far, but we want it to look good. And then I'm taking the tip of this and just kind of blending it out. And then I'm going to pack more black on top of that. That's the thing about working with black, and it took me about a year and a half to figure out, is you don't want the intensity right away. You want to keep going in, because once you mess up, you've messed up. So that's what we're going to do with the black. And I'm going to go back in with that blending brush we used for the red. And I'm going to blend out right here. Right into the crease. Blend out the red. So I don't really want the black in the crease. I just want it to kind of fade up. No, I'm not. I'm going to take my Morphe 507. It's a really tiny detail brush. I'm going to run that right here. I'm going to dip into the red again. No, we'll do the blending last. So I'm going to go back in with my pencil brush. Build up my color again right here. And I'm going to try to keep it, like I want to kind of just run it up against my socket crease. Okay, we're going to dip back in. Now we're going to do the outer part. So what we're going to do, okay, I'm going to have to get closer for this, you guys. So then what we're doing is going in and placing it directly on the outer part of our eye. Like such. And we don't want to run that very far over, because you want to make sure the red is showing on the inside. Now that I have that down, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get my concealer. I'm just going to go ahead and cut the center so that way I know about how far. And I'm not going to do a big cut. I just need to know how much more red and black I need to pack on so I know exactly what I have in my center done. I'm going to take my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Lot 1 Chantilly. And I'm taking that on a Morphe flat concealer brush. It's an M421. I'm packing that on there. And I'm going to drag that. Right here. Oh, I just had my mouth hanging open like I was catching flies. Okay, so we're doing, okay, so we got that on. We're just going to do the same on the second eye. Now we have the concealer down. I'm going to take this little tiny BH Cosmetics. It's a very small detailing brush, and I'm going to dip into our red shimmer we've been using. Spray it with my illuminating spray. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill out the red right here around it. So where I have the black, I'm going to put more red around it to really frame it around the eye. We're going to do that on the insides surrounding the concealer to make sure that we have that really defined. Just like that. I'm going to pick up that Morphe M441 and I'm going to go back in with the brown, yellowish brown shade, and we're going to blend out very tiny little bit. You know what? I'm not even going to put more color. Yeah, I will. I'll just put just a tiny more bit of color up here on each eye, and then I'll take a small clean brush and blend that. So I'm going to pick up a Morphe M573. This is my favorite white-haired Morphe brush. I'm going to pick that up. And I almost want to take some more of the red shimmer shade to blend up in here. I think that's what I might do. That's what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to pick up a Morphe M443, dip into that red shade. Make sure there's plenty on my brush because it's going to be really hard to do. And I'm going to put that, run more of that through the crease. Okay, now that I have all this done, and don't worry, we're going to take a cleanup. I'm going to take a cleanup wipe, and clean up and sharpen the edges and get all that. I'm picking up a Morphe M167, a flat brush. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do on the inner corner. So you can either do silver or gold. I think either would look really, really pretty with this. But I think for today, I'm going to do, I want to do gold. Let's do gold again. But I'm going to use a bright gold. I'm going to go into the 24G and pick up the shade Glazed, which is this really bright color right here. I'm going to take that on my brush. Spray my brush with my crappy, but I'll tell you what, since I put it in this bottle, it is so much better. And I'm going to place that right here, directly where I put the concealer. Just like such. And then I'm also going to take my middle finger, run my finger in that, and place it right on top. To give it just a little bit something extra. And then we might even put our highlight on top of that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm taking that little tiny brush I use. I'm going to take some of the red from the palette. And I'm going to spray it. And I'm going to mix it just a little bit to the sides of the gold to blend them. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a M213. Just a tiny brush. I use it for underneath the brow bone. And I'm going to, let's use the Jaclyn Hill. And I'm going to dip into the, I just stuck my finger when I was closing the other palette, into this shade right here and put that directly underneath the brow bone. So I'm going to get some on the brush, knock the excess off, and of course spray it because I like to spray everything. Knock it off again and put that directly underneath our brow bones. Oh, that's intense, but it's okay. This eye looks. And I kind of drag mine down a little bit to help blend it out. Okay. I'm going to go off camera, do liner, mascara, lashes, all that, and clean up the sides of this, and we'll jump back on for the lower lash line. I've literally been off camera for like 45 minutes trying to get these lashes. It's a pack of Kiss lashes that runs so at Ulta, the Kiss Flirty lashes, and they are like, I don't know. I can't get it to work. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to finish off the lower lash line. So I have this brush I got from a BH Cosmetics set. It's just a really small blender brush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the two colors we used first, which was this guy and this guy. And I'm going to mix those together. And they're going to be the first thing we put on our lash, or on our bottom lash line. It's going to be something like this. In my eyes, where there are two different shapes, I have to work on them two different ways. So I'm going to take this red pencil brush. It's an E18. Make sure it's the one, yes, one I use for the red. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the red that we used with the Morphe 24G. I'm going to get that on the bottom of that pencil brush. I'm going to spray it. Oh, I'm not going to use this brush. I'm going to use the pencil brush. I'm sorry. So I'm picking up a M506, dipping into that red shade. And now I'm going to spray it. And I'm going to lightly run it underneath my lashes. Because the one we're going to do after that is going to be the black, and we have to save enough room for that. So, and this color shows up pretty well whenever you spray it. But I'm going to bring this, I think I might bring this one, I'm going to bring this all the way over. Normally I would never bring it all the way over. But today, I want this look to be very dramatic. Just like this. Make sure we're connecting it with the red that we have, that we placed into our crease. Okay. We're going to make sure to blend that harsh line out because it's really harsh. So I'm going to go back in with the first brush that I use. I'm going to blend those two colors out just a little bit. For the last step, I'm picking up this Morphe M432. It's just a flat definer brush. We're going to dip into that black we used in the Jaclyn Hill palette. We're going to push that directly up against our lower lash line. Kind of like, and I've already put down a reddish eyeliner into my waterline. Alright you guys, now it's time for the inner corner. Now I will say that I definitely feel like I drug this down way too far, the black and stuff, so next time I probably would just skip the black altogether and just use the red and the brown, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm picking up a pencil brush. Yeah, I'll just use this pencil brush. It's a black pencil brush, the Morphe M321. We're going to go into this shade that we used on our brow bone, which is this guy right here from the Jacqueline palette. Pack that on there. Spray that on our brush and start packing that directly onto our inner corners just like such. Just to brighten that up, because that black is definitely, which I think if you have bigger eyes, you can wear the black and all that like this underneath, but with me it kind of closes my eyes up, so that's the only reason I say I wouldn't do it again. But I would rock this outside anyway. If I had somewhere to go, I wouldn't care to wear this. Doesn't bother me whenever my makeup, and you kind of blend it in right here. Make sure that it blends in and drag it out. All right, you guys, and that's it for today's look. I hope you guys had a good time. For me personally, I would take the black and probably just do a couple the first two browns, and then line our eyes with the red that we used from the 24G palette. So if you guys had a good time, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.